There was once a sorcerer who could not be killed, not because he was invincible, but because he had done something that no one else had ever thought to do. He had taken his own death and hidden it far away from his own body. His name was Koschei the Deathless, the single most feared villain in all of Slavic folklore, a gaunt, ancient, withered sorcerer king. And the reason he was feared was very simple. You could not kill him. You could run him through with a sword. You could cut off his head, and absolutely nothing would happen. Because Koschei's death was not anywhere inside his body. Long ago, Koschei had performed a terrible ritual. He had taken his own soul, his own death, the very thing that made him a mortal creature, and he had drawn it out of himself entirely. And then he had hidden it. And the place where he hid it is one of the strangest and the most famous hiding places in all of mythology. Koschei's death was hidden inside a needle. And that needle was hidden inside an egg. And that egg was hidden inside a duck. And that duck was hidden inside a hare. And that hare was locked away inside a heavy iron chest. And that chest was buried deep, beneath the roots of an enormous, ancient green oak tree. And that oak tree grew on a remote and mythical island, the island of Buyan, far out in the middle of the sea. So to kill the unkillable Koschei, you would first have to find a hidden island, and on it, the one right oak tree, and dig up a buried chest, and catch a hare, and then a duck, and find a single egg, and inside it, the needle. And only by breaking that one needle could Koschei ever die. It was a perfect defense. As long as that needle still existed, somewhere out in the wide world, Koschei could not be harmed by anything at all. He had, quite literally, hidden himself away from death. And he used that immortality to do terrible things. He stole, he cursed, and above all, he abducted. Koschei was infamous for kidnapping beautiful women and holding them prisoner in his fortress for years on end, knowing that no hero who came to rescue them could ever truly stop him. But there was one person who did stop him, and she was not a hero with a sword. She was a warrior queen. Her name was Marya Morevna. Marya Morevna was a fearsome warrior, a queen who led entire armies and who was more than a match for any man or any sorcerer alive. And one day, she did the thing that no hero ever could. She defeated Koschei the Deathless in open battle, and she took him alive. She could not kill him, of course, no one could, but she could contain him. So Marya Morevna chained Koschei the Deathless with 12 great iron chains in the deepest dungeon beneath her castle. And there, helpless, the immortal villain hung. For years. And then, Marya Morevna married a young prince, a hero named Ivan. And before she rode off to war one morning, she gave him one single rule. "You may go anywhere in this whole castle," she told him. "Open any door you like, except for one. You must never open the door to the dungeon." But of course, Ivan was curious. And the very moment that she was gone, he opened the forbidden door. And inside, in the darkness, he found a withered, ancient old man hanging in 12 chains, who looked as though he were dying of thirst. And the old man begged him, "Please," he croaked, "I am dying. Give me just one single cup of water." And Ivan, feeling sorry for the pathetic old creature, gave him a cup of water. And then a second. And then a third. And that was a terrible mistake, because the old man was Koschei, and the water restored all of his power. With a great roar, he burst apart all 12 of his chains at once, and in an instant, he was gone. And he had taken Marya Morevna, the warrior queen, away with him. Ivan had freed the single most dangerous being in the world. And now, it was entirely his own fault that his wife had been stolen away. So Ivan set out to do the impossible, to get her back. From a man who simply could not be killed. He chased after Koschei, And he found him, and he tried to simply carry Marya away. But Koschei caught him. And because Ivan had once given him water, Koschei spared his life the first time. And again, the second time. But the third time that Ivan came, the sorcerer lost his patience, and he killed him. But Ivan had friends, powerful, magical friends, who found his body and brought him back to life. And they told him the truth. You can never beat Koschei with strength, they said. You must find his death. And to do that, you are going to need a very special horse. And there was only one place in the world to find a horse fast enough and magical enough to outrun Koschei himself. The hut of the witch, Baba Yaga. The terrifying old witch of the forest, who lived in a house that stood up on two giant chicken legs. So Ivan went to Baba Yaga, and he survived her deadly tests. And he earned from her a magical horse, a horse even faster than Koschei's own. And now, at last, Ivan had exactly what he needed to go hunting for a hidden death. And so the final quest began. Ivan rode all the way to the edge of the sea and crossed the water to the hidden island of Buyan. And there, at last, he found it. The enormous, ancient green oak. And he dug down beneath its roots, and he hauled up the heavy iron chest. And the moment that he opened it, the hare leapt out and tried to flee. But one of Ivan's animal friends, a great grey wolf, sprang after it and caught it. And from inside the hare, the duck burst out and flew up into the sky. But a great hawk, another of his friends, dove down and struck it from the air. And as the duck fell, it dropped a single egg, which rolled away and splashed down into the sea. And for a moment, all seemed lost. The egg, with the needle hidden inside it, had vanished into the depths of the ocean. But then, a third friend, a great fish, dove down beneath the waves and brought the egg back up and laid it gently into Ivan's open hand. And Ivan held it. The egg. And inside it, the needle. The hidden death of Koschei the Deathless, at last, after all this time, resting in the palm of a single human hand. And far away, in his fortress, Koschei suddenly felt it. He felt his own death, held in someone else's grasp. And for the very first time in 1,000 years, the deathless sorcerer felt afraid. And Ivan drew out the needle, and he began to bend it. And far away, Koschei staggered and fell to his knees. And then Ivan snapped the needle clean in two. And Koschei the Deathless, the immortal sorcerer who had hidden himself from death for 1,000 years, finally fell down dead. Because that was always the secret of it. The thing you do to make yourself safe from death, the hiding, the running, the chains, can never truly save you. Koschei spent 1,000 years hiding his death away from the whole world. And in the very end, it was still found. It always is. I am Pantheon X. Until next time.